This is native. This is America's native spirit. This is bourbon whiskey. This is old school shit. This is some serious liquid shit. Right? Excuse me, Mr. Bass. You go ahead and stay there for a minute. We have 2 glasses. We have them labeled A and B. I'm gonna flip them around because my brain's working pretty good tonight, and I know that B stands for bass. America. Little bit of beam ski. Okay. Now, Repeal Batch goes in A. Got that Repeal Batch, eh? Oh, America. A little more. Just a little bit more. A little more. A little bit. Just a there we go. I'm not that smart. Realistically, that's all it took. I have no idea which one is which. But since some of you don't believe me, now that we've properly blinded me on which glass is which, they wouldn't care. They'd think it was funny. So here we go. Battle of the Beams. Repealed Batch versus Repealed Bass. Which beam will reign supreme? It's going for a nosing. Pears. Sliced pears. Yeah, it smells like pears. Pears and corn. Pears and corn. That's not a word. Getting pears on the nose of this sucker. Getting a little bit of pear action. A little cinnamon. Pears and cinnamon. Like a, if you put, well, maybe peaches too. You know, like peaches and cinnamon and an oatmeal kind of deal going on there, except for not oats, because I don't get oats, but it just kind of reminds me of a little bit of a breakfast. A little breakfast item with some peaches and pears and cinnamon. Smells like your first day of a diet, what you just eat for breakfast if you thought you were doing the right thing. Yeah, it smells like a fresh, healthy day 1 diet breakfast. Let's see what we have over here. This glass. Ooh, that's different. Something funny going on there. A little bit of a funk. You know, comparing 2 whiskeys that are vastly different in age, just not saying like they're aged longer. I know this one has been aged in a barrel longer than this one, but the whiskey sat in this ceramic decanter for, let's see, 1973, 83, 93, 2003, 2013, 2023. That's 50 years minus 4 is 46 years. That math is right. I pretty much nailed that math. 46 years old. 46 years whiskey sat inside this bass. Just sat there. Doing nothing. But just being bourbon whiskey. This glass Smells like it sat inside of a bass for 46 years doing nothing except for being bourbon whiskey. You know what though? The more I smell this, I was pretty sure at first. I was pretty sure that this smells kind of funky. But now that I smell it again, now that I just got over the hump of trying to be super smart, now that I'm actually being super smart, smells like peanuts, like dry peanuts, like the peanuts you get in one of those packs at the dollar store, and you rip them open and you kind of just pour the whole pack in your mouth and you chew them and you're like, those aren't honey roasted, those are dry peanuts. That's what it smells like. And this is what happens when you start talking and thinking you're smart. You're not. I think this, on the nose, is a nutty knockoff. I think this is a Repealed Batch, not the Repealed Bass. I think it's a nutty knockoff. Maybe that'll help the old... There's a hair on there. Get off of there. Hair. Now you can probably also see which one is which. But I just want to show the color differences there. Like this glass is a little darker, a little lighter. And actually, now I don't even know if I switched them when I picked them up. Alright, now I've got to start all over. This has got the pears on it again, so yeah, definitely pears, peaches, cinnamon. Pears, peaches, cinnamon. Sounds good to me. I'm getting so good at this. My nickname is Fred Minnick. That's what they called me back in high school. It's Fred Minnick. I didn't even know who they're talking about. But guess what? Now I do. And yeah, you know what? They're probably pretty right. Yeah, it's got the nuttiness on it. The nuts. I'd say you're pretty nuts. This bottle must be a woman because it's nuts. Not really that funny because you probably shouldn't say that about women. Especially nowadays. 2019. Women don't take that kind of shit. I'm going to get slapped. It's not funny, but it's true. The old tasteroo. On the old tongue ski. What I want to do first, I'm going to wet my palate with some water. Hydrogen, oxygen. Pretty standard water, I'd say. Wow. Really getting good at this. There comes some dry nuts in my mouth. Definitely, immediately nutty, super nutty. And then, as I was swallowing it, nuttiness on the front, nuttiness in the mid palate, nuttiness on the back palate, and I thought, it's just nuts. It's pure nuts. But then, little twinge, bing, little ding ding, right on the side of my tongue, a little bit of a spice, like a little bit of cinnamon. Or, yeah, a little peppery or something there. Going in for my second sip. Cheers. Here, see, can you smell nuts on there? Can you smell nuts on that? From there? From where you're at? Can you smell it? A little bit? Yeah, a little bit. That's what I thought. That's pretty nutty, huh? Pretty nuts. Okay, second sip. Nuts and oak, a little bit of oak, You know, I'm getting lots of corn on there too. I might be in the minority, but I don't mind some corn on my whiskey. I mean, it's what it's freaking made out of, right? Some people are like, yeah, it tastes young. It tastes like corn. I'm like, oh, what's it made out of? They're like, well, 75% corn. I'm gonna going in on numero dos, which is 2. Second one. Huh. Tastes like circus peanuts. That's the decanter. 100%. Oh, man. It gives it away every time, I swear to goodness. Over here we have peanuts. Over here we have circus peanuts. What's the difference? These are actual nuts. This is circus peanuts. Like, I'd like to decant this bass. And you just... there were circus peanuts in there the whole time. 46 years, circus peanuts. Weird. How did you fit those in there? Are they bad? Oh, they don't even expire till 2020. It's amazing. This reminds me of a Heaven Hill nuttiness. This doesn't remind me of a Beam nuttiness so much. The Beam nuttiness I've tasted before is a little bit sweeter. This is a little bit drier. Kind of like a Heaven Hill, like an Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. This drink's maybe above its weight class a little bit. It's 86 proof, but it's a pretty stout little sipper. No one's gonna taste that and be like, well, it tastes like water. No, it tastes like nuts. This one tastes like some funky ass circus peanuts. I'm gonna go for one more little sip, a little more, a little second taste on it, because, yeah. It's good. It's weird. There's a dusty funk to it that you're just gonna get on these decanters. I'm starting to realize that. I've decanted 3 now, and each of them have had various degrees of art class taste. You know when you would make something out of clay in elementary school, and you eat the clay because you were hungry and it wasn't lunchtime yet? It's kind of what this reminds me of. Then you eat your friend's clay because he wasn't looking. Where'd my ashtray go? I was making an ashtray for my grandpa. Don't judge me. Times were tough. I'd say if you've never tried an old dusty whiskey, definitely go in and try one. If you have the opportunity to take a sip, and you'll kind of get the flavors of I think you'll get the flavors of what an old whiskey tasted like. You're also going to get some funky flavors of what the inside of the fish tastes like. I think that that's a great place for me to start as a whiskey YouTuber, is to kind of start with some history. And that's right. I mean, this is what this is all about. So if you get the chance to try history, taste history, and then see what it's evolved into. They're different. They're very different. It's like me when I was 170 pounds versus me at 300 pounds. They're the same, but different.